I would trace my interest to the law back to high school. When I was getting ready to go to high school, I switched from my town's public school to a local Catholic school. And while that was a rather big change, and while the school had its faults like any other school, one thing I really remember is that it fostered critical thinking. We were constantly analyzing, debating, discussing some of the more difficult issues of the day. And when you think of it, that's really what a lawyer does. We're always looking at both sides of an issue. You need to understand your client's side, your client's arguments, but you also need to understand the other side's arguments to be able to rebut your opponent. So I would certainly look back at my high school years as the seed that led me to being interested in the law and becoming a lawyer. I went to law school in New York, and after that I went to work for a national law firm in Washington, D.C. for about 3 years. Now that was pretty common for my classmates going to a big law firm. But then, about 3 years in, I received an offer to join Conrad Scherer's office in Quito, Ecuador. I immediately accepted it, and 12 years have gone by in which I've been working in Quito, Ecuador. That's not really a common career path for lawyers, as you might be able to imagine. But I've been really lucky that the whole time I've been able to work on complex civil litigation matters, but not in the typical way. For example, for a long time I represented clients from Latin America who were involved in litigation in US courts. And so I spent a lot of time traveling around Colombia, Ecuador, and Peru, meeting with clients in often very remote places. Some of those trips turned out to be rather adventurous. But while I was doing that different fieldwork type of work, I was always working in complex civil litigation as well. I continued to work with my colleagues based in Florida and based elsewhere. And so I think if you look at my career path, I have in a way the best of both worlds. I have this rather uncommon experience of working throughout Latin America, combined with a more traditional background in civil litigation in state and federal courts, really around the country. And so I think it's that dual experience, that mix of experiences, that sets me apart from other people who do the type of law that I practice.